Okay, then the last part of the test is going to be on logs. So these first two problems are pretty slick. All you got to do is morph them. So rewrite these from exponential form into log form. This one's in log form, change it to exponential form. So if it is in exponential form and you want to morph it into log form, that's going to be log. This is the base, so it's going to be base 4 of 64 equals 3. So 3 is the exponent. Logs spit out exponents. Logs give you the exponents. Okay, so now this is in a log form, so change it to exponential form. So this is the base, and this is the exponent. 2 cubed equals 8. Then there are some properties of logs. So now let's review some of the properties of logs. Here's 2 logs. Condense them into a single log. So first there's a property that says this needs to be the exponent and this needs to be the exponent. So we're going to go log in base 4 of 5 to the 10th plus log in base 4 of 3 squared. Now if you want to condense these 2 logs into a single log, log in base 4, addition is linked with multiplication. So you're going to take the first, the 5 to the 10th, and you are going to times it to the second, 3 squared, and you can just leave it like that. Or you can actually go on your calculator and type in 5 to the 10th times 3 squared and evaluate that and submit it. So either way is fine. Okay, the next one is almost the same except for subtract. So first, take this as an exponent, take this as an exponent. So we're going to go log in base 6 of x to the 5th minus log in base 6 of y to the 25th. And then subtract is hooked up with division. So we're going to take these 2 logs, turn them into one log. It's going to be log in base 6 of the first divided by the second, y to the 25th. Okay, now let's go backwards. Let's take a single log and let's expand it into several logs. So first, take this exponent to everything in the parentheses. Take it to that, take it to that. So you should have log in base 7 of x to the 6 times 6. So that's going to be 36, and then on the bottom, just y to the 6. And then division is hooked up with subtraction. So we're going to go log base 7 of the top, x to the 36, subtract log base 7 of the denominator, y to the 6th. Then your last step, take this as the exponent, take it out front, and times it. So it's really 36 times log in base 7 of x minus 6 times log base 7 of y. Okay, next one. Take that exponent of 5 to everything in the parentheses. Take it to the u and take it to the v. So we're going to go log in base 3 of u to the 5th, v to the 10th. Okay, now this multiplication, I'm going to split this into 2 logs using addition. Log in base 3 of u to the 5th plus log in base 3 of v to the 10th. And then take your exponent out front, take that out front. So we're going to go 5 times log in base 3 of u plus 10 times log in base 3 of v. Now, let's do some equations. Okay, equations. Here we go. Solve for x. Okay, move number 1. I'm going to condense these 2 logs into a single log since they're both log base 9 and they are subtracting. Subtracting is hooked with division, so I'm going to go log in base 9 of the first one. negative 3x divided by the second one. And that is equal to 1. Okay, now you've got to solve for x, so you got to undo this negative 3/4, you got to undo this log, and the only way you can undo a log, you got to undo the log first, is exponents. So just morph it into an exponent. So instead of looking at it in log form, let's look at it in exponential form. An exponential form, that is the base. So 9 is the base, and this is the exponent. So 9 to the 1 equals a negative 3/4 x. Okay, there we go. Now it's pretty simple. So 9 to the 1 is just 9. So you got 9 equals negative 3x over 4. Solve for x. Undo the 4. So undo the divide 4. So times 4 times 4. So you've got 36 equals a negative 3x. Now undo the negative 3. So it's negative 3 times x. So divide negative 3, divide negative 3. X is equal to a negative 12. Because 36 divided by negative 3 is negative 12. Okay, this one. Same thing. Let's condense these two logs into a single log. So subtraction is division. So we're going to go log. This is almost the same type of problem. Log in base 5 of the first divided by 6. And that is equal to 1. Okay, you got to solve for x. The only way you can undo this log is to morph it into an exponent. Let's look at it in exponential form. So it's going to be base is 5, exponent's 1 equals x plus 10 divided by 6. So undo the divide 6 times 6 times 6. So you get 30 equals x plus 10. Undo the plus 10 minus 10 minus 10. X is 20. Okay, last two. Okay, still equations, solve for x, but they're a little bit different. So let's condense these two logs. So let's rewrite them as one log. So we're going to go log in base 9 of, okay, add is hooked with times. So you're going to take the first guy times the second guy, x plus 1. And then on the right, you bet, you're going to have log base 9 of 2. Okay, now look, this one's totally different. So you got to solve for x. You got to undo the 1, you got to undo the 10, you got to undo the log. But there is a log 9 on this side, and there's a log 9 on this side. So if this is really going to be equal, the logs are already equal. You can totally ignore them. So you've got 10x plus 1 equals 2. So now you can times them both by 10. 10x plus 10 equals 2. And you can undo the add. So minus 10 minus 10. So you got 10x equals a minus 8. Divide by 10, divide by 10, and it's not going to divide by 10, it's a fraction. So 8 and 10, you can simplify that to 4/5, and that is where you end up. So if you've got a log on the left and a log on the right, they kind of undo each other, and you just focus on the other stuff. So this one, let's condense these two logs into a single log. So take this first, that's an exponent. So we've got log base 8 of 2 cubed minus log base 8 of 4 equals log base 8 of x. So minus is divide. So I'm going to go log base 8 of 2 cubed divide 4 equals log base 8 of x. Okay, 2 cubed, that's 2 times 2 times 2, so that's 8. So you really got 8 divided by 4, so you really got this. you got log base 8 of 8 divided by 4 is 2. E equals log base 8 of x. And since it's both log base 8, I'm going to ignore that, and you have just x is 2. And that's it.